All right. So we're back down here on the stock pond, the small stock pond that I have that we've been cleaning on. Now, in the last video, you saw me. I said I maintain it with my tractor, and I do. And today was no different. We're going to be maintaining it with a tractor. The last time we had a little bit of water in the base of it. I'm actually standing in the base of it right now, and as you can see, there is no water, and there's no wetness, nothing. And we've started cleaning on this again with I'm using the TYM right now because the LS is having some work done on it. But if you look back up here, I'm taking the clay from here and I'm moving it up on the sides and trying to cover some of this rock up and trying to stop this tank from leaking. Now, it doesn't leak real bad, but it does leak. And we're just going to kind of keep pushing at it, because if you look up in our skies up here, it looks like we might get rain, but the weathermen have been predicting rain now for several days, and some places around us has gotten rain, but we really have not. And so today I'm not going to wait and see if the predictions are correct, which they're not, and see if I can get some of this dirt out of here a little bit more, just get a little bit deeper, get the clay up on the sides and stuff like that. So we're standing in the bottom of it, and you can't see out of it. So it's pretty, it's, I don't know, 10 feet deep. I really don't know how deep this tank is. I just don't know, but it's about 10 feet. Maybe one of these days I'll take a measurement on it, just kind of get an idea where it's at. I got the TYM hooked up with the box blade to give us a little bit extra counterbalance. The last time I was using it, I did not have the counterbalance, or I have water in the tires, but I did not have a box blade on the back or anything like that. So we were just kind of cleaning on it and get a little bit done. Today, I've got the box blade on it. We're going to come down here. We'll use the box blade to kind of scrape a lot of this loose stuff out of here. And as we scrape this loose stuff out, I'll pick it up. And today we're just going to pile it, just in case it does decide to come a major downpour and it gets this down here with a little bit of water in it. I don't know that we'll get enough rain to even come close to filling this pond up. It would be nice, but I just don't see it happen, because my other stock pond, my big one, it only has a little bit of water in it. And I mean, when I say a little bit, you might be able to fill up a bathtub with it. I don't know. Anyways, let me get to work. Again, I just don't have an excavator, a bulldozer, or a skid steer. All I got is a tractor, and it's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna keep cleaning on this. I do have to be careful as we get further and further down into this, and as it gets deeper and deeper, the sides get sharper, get more angle on them, and so I cannot go up and down this thing on the side. I have to go up and down it, forward, backwards, and then when I get down here to the bottom, I can work it out whatever direction I need to. But you do not want to get on the angle on this at all. No way. That's pretty dangerous. So I don't want to flip the tractor, that's for sure. So let's get to work. So the ground is extremely hard, and all I'm really trying to do is break up the top of the soil so I can start pulling it out. So that's why I've got those rippers down as low as they'll go. We're ripping it up a little bit, and then you know, you can do this with other things too. I've actually seen people use like a plow on the back, a small plow on the back, where they actually just run it through the dirt, and they break the dirt up so that, you know, you can go in there with your front end loader and scoop it up. And basically that's what we're doing with this. It's not this stuff is hard, and I mean, when I say hard, I mean this stuff is just, it's like rock. And so we're breaking it up the best we can so we can haul it out of here. And it's going to take a little bit. This is not a fast process. This takes a little bit. All right, well, we didn't get very far. It's raining. It's not raining hard, but it's raining enough that this gumbo soil is going to get slick, and we're not going to take any chances with that. But we got a couple inches out of it, and you get an idea of what we're doing and how we're doing it. Basically, just ripping the bottom up a little bit, grabbing that clay that's on the bottom, and trying to put it on the sides to kind of cover up that rock layer. But that's where we're at. Unfortunately, we're going to have to stop for the day on this one, and oh well, that's okay though. We got a little bit done. I never complain when I at least get something done, and getting an inch or two out of the bottom of this, even though it's just an inch or two, it's still an inch or two of soil that I was able to put up on the sides and start covering the sides up. But as you can see, well, it's raining, and we've got, you know, a little bit more dirt up around the edge here. Not a lot, but we do have a little bit more dirt up around the edge. Progress. That's the main thing, isn't it? Progress, making some progress, and that's what we're doing. But I don't want to go up and down these sides of this tank with the rain and how slick it's going to get, because it's going to get really slick. Well, now the sun came back out, but everything is kind of wet, and now it didn't rain very much, but it didn't take a whole lot to make things really sticky. And I went down there, and the tires are just, mud is just sticking to the tires. So I guess that's it for the day. So we recently had a little rain, and the other day, and that's when I stopped videoing. And today I'm going back down to the stock tank. rain that we got the other day helped out with taking some of this out, but I'm down past the rain, the wet stuff. I'm starting to get into some dry clay again, and once I hit that dry clay, it's basically game over. And so we're going to take a little bit more out today, and I'm probably going to call this enough. I've taken probably over, I know it, like I said, it's not a very big pond, so since I started the project a little while back, whenever the pond started drying up, the bottom of this pond I've probably taken out some places over a foot, other places taking almost 2 feet out, and that's not bad considering I'm using a tractor. But since we've been working on this I've got several hours into it now. I've probably got 5 or 6 hours in it over the weekend, and then I worked on it last night, and I'm working on it today. I probably got well into, I definitely have, I bet I have more than 6. I probably have 8 hours in working on this pond. And because, again, it's not very wide, it didn't take long for me to pull an extra few feet out of it. Like I say, the old timers used to use just a box plate to build a lot of their stock tanks with. So the clay, as I've been stacking it up, I'll go get a load of it, and I'll throw it on the side of the stock tank. Unfortunately, this area I'm working on is pretty steep, and I have a drop off on it, and so because there's a drop off, I have to go down it and then drag up, which is not exactly easy, by the way. I mean, it's not hard, it's not what I prefer. So I'm going down the stock tank right now, and I'll get down a little ways. It's pretty steep right here, and I'll drop this dirt. I'll drop this load of clay, and then I'll inch forward, and I'll drag it backwards. And that gives me some clay sides, help cover up that rock layer. Now, I don't know if I'm not a pond building expert, but so far it's been working. So if anybody's got an excavator and wants to send me an excavator, I'll take it, because then I can get down to the bottom of this thing and really do some real work to it. The only concern I have about these sides like this is I just need some good rain to kind of help pack it in, because I'm not going to be able to do a good job of packing it with the tractor, unfortunately. That's where And that's where my biggest downfall is going to be for building this pond. And do it. Old timers did it for years with just a bucket on the back. It's not a simple process. I mean, it's time consuming, that's for sure. And it would be nice to have something like a bulldozer to do this project with. But the pond's probably, the stock tank's probably about as where I'm going to leave it at. I appreciate you guys. Till next time, though. Thanks.